All right, guys, so today we're looking at this iPad split keyboard. Now, this is going to be by Wiwu. They were kind enough to send this out for us to take a look at, man, so shouts out to them. Now, this is an iPad Air 4th gen case, 4th and 5th gen case. I still rock an iPad Air 4, so this case should fit very, very snug and tight, man. But I will put a link in the description so you guys can take a look at this for yourself. Not only do they have iPad Air cases, but they also got Pro and just standard, iPad cases as well, man. So again, shouts out to them, man. This video is not sponsored by them, man, but they were kind enough to send this out, man. So we're gonna take a look at it, man. And just like always, we're gonna go through what comes inside this box. All right. We'll do a little bit of fit and finish, do a little bit of testing and so forth. And then by the end of this video, I'll let you guys know exactly what I think about this case and if it should be something that you should take a look at. All right, guys, so if you're looking for this on Amazon, the price is about $81.99, and they do have it for the iPad Pro as well. All right, so just some quick information about this case, man. It has 16 customized shortcut keys, 150 days of battery life, 7 color backlit keys is what it says here, 180-degree flip angle, 3 levels of adjustable brightness, and it says the scissor lift key mechanism. All right, scissor lift key mechanism. So larger trackpad of 4.7 inches. All right. Right here it says suit your needs with multiple angles. As you can see here, detachable keyboard with landscape and vertical mode. Again, well-spaced keyboard, keys, larger trackpad. And then right here, full 360-degree protection. All right. So got some raised camera protection and all of that, scratch protection, flip cover auto lock. So when you close it, it should turn off your iPad. I think that's cool. Has a spot for the pencil as well. And then right here it has a keyboard riser just to help, alleviate a little stress on your neck or whatever the case may be, so your angles can be pretty good. Right here it says laptop light compatible with the Apple Pencil. We already know that. But again, it's a detachable keyboard, and I think it's going to be pretty cool, man. So with that, let's dive into the box. Now, as far as the unboxing experience, it's very simple, nothing over the top, just a simple little box, a little bit of branding. And then once you open it, you're going to have a USB-C cable. But again, if you got any other USB-C cable laying around, you should be fine. But I'm glad they provide you one in the box. All right. Next, you're going to have the case in a plastic sleeve. Case, first glance, just looks amazing to me. I love the way the material feels already. And to me, it kind of reminds me of the Logitech Folio. I think that's the right one. I could be mistaken, but the Logitech keyboard, that's what it kind of reminds me of, just off of first glance and looking at it. But you got your on-off switch, you got your USB-C for charging, you got a spot for the pencil, you got all your cutouts, all your buttons and everything. Yeah, it's looking great, man. And once you open it up, you're gonna have a user manual. This user manual goes in depth, real in depth, because this keyboard has gestures, swipe gestures and things like that. So in this video, we're not going to be going over the swipe gestures, but just know that I'll make sure I put it up on the screen. Right here, this is something to pay attention to, just so you can connect via Bluetooth. All right, so you're going to press the FN, and I looked up what that little symbol was, and it's the Z key, if I'm not mistaken, as you can see right there. Down here on the trackpad, you got a little bit of plastic, easily to remove that. And again, look at what this keyboard is looking like. It could just be the lighting. Could just be the way this is looking, like I said, based on the lighting. But man, this keyboard looks amazing, man. And then right here, they're going to give you 2 camera housings, well, 2 camera protective covers, one for the iPad Air 4 and one for the 5th gen. On the inside of the case, you're going to have that honeycomb pattern, and we already know that's going to be good for shock absorption in case you drop the iPad in the case. It's very easy to detach from the magnetic backing of the keyboard. All you do is pull it, comes right off, man. And just running this by itself without the keyboard is still good. So if you didn't want, to have the keyboard, you could just throw your iPad in it and you're good to go. Looking at the keyboard right across the top row is going to be that function row. You got your brightness, you got your search, the internet. You're going to have like play and pause, skip track, all that good stuff. And this actual trackpad has swipe gestures. Now, I'm not going to go over the swipe gestures in this video because it'll make the video a little bit longer. So I am going to post it up on the screen so you guys can see what all gestures, what all the gestures you can do with the actual trackpad, all right? But right here, as you can see, it's very easy to detach, and I like the fact that it kind of falls right back in place. As soon as you try to connect it, you don't have to worry about getting it wrong or anything like that. On the back, it has a stand, so you can adjust it to get your desired height or viewing angle, so to speak. Also, another thing I like about it is that you can stand it up. You can stand it up vertically too. I think that's a real cool look. And it has like this little piece on the bottom that's like a little flap to help it stand up. Now, it's not going to stand up that great without the iPad in it because it doesn't have any weight. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys real quick. And it has that little flap. I think that's a really cool little touch. Just to throw that on there. I think that's a really cool touch. But again, this case is great. When I tell you this case is great, I actually like it. And again, just connecting it back and running it like that is very easy. Now, as far as putting the little camera housing protective little cover in there, it's very easy. It just snaps right into place. And I'm using this one because, again, I have an iPad Air 4. But if you have a 5th gen, I'm assuming the other one works for the 5th gen. But again, you just put it in place, snap it in right here, boom, and now you're good to go. Easy day. Again, I love this case so far. And this is what it looks like with the iPad Air 4. All you do is slide it in from the top, and then you just cinch it down on each corner and you are good to go. Has a little bit of lip protection going around the front. And then it also has a spot for the pencil. So I think that's another good look as well. But overall, with the iPad in it, it does add a little bit of bulk and a little bit of weight to it, because typically the iPad Air 4 is kind of light. Once you throw this case on it, you will feel that little weight increase. So, just be aware of that. But, cinching it back to the case to the keyboard is just that simple. Very easy, man. And when you open and close it, I like the fact that it turns it on and off. So you don't have to worry about your iPad staying on when you close the case. And I also went around the whole case and checked all the buttons, made sure that the fingerprint scanner, all that stuff worked, man. And everything worked normally, just like any other case. So no issues there. Right here, if you notice how the keyboard is propped up, I think that's another cool thing too, is that you can prop the keyboard up if you want to raise your hands, or you can slide it down if you want to lower your hands. Connecting it to Bluetooth is very easy. All you do is press FN function and hit Z. It'll pop up in the Bluetooth other devices. You click it and then you'll be paired up, and it's an easy day. Trackpad seems to be very responsive, at least from my first testing. It does seem to be very responsive. And also, just so you know, this keyboard does have a lot of trackpad swipe gestures. And again, I'm probably not going to do that in this video, but I will make sure I post that here somewhere in the video so you guys can see all of those gestures, all right? Right here, we can go across the top row. You got your brightness up and down right here. Easy day. You got your search engine right there. If you press search, you can go in there and type in whatever you need to type in. As far as using the keyboard for typing, seems to be very responsive, very clicky. I like the keys. It's not too mushy, but feels like a standard iPad keyboard case, if that makes sense. Like if you've tried any keyboard case before, then you would know what I mean by the keys aren't that mushy, but they're, responsive. I think it's a good look, you know what I'm saying? So taking it back to the home screen, you can go through, check all your recently opened apps. You got your play, pause, and you got your volume up and down, and you got your mute and all of that good stuff, man. So the function row is great. Taking it to the dark now, just so you guys can see the RGB lights. Each one of these lights, well, you can adjust the brightness. Let me say that. You can adjust the brightness to the lights, and then you could just cycle through and pick which one you want and just kind of go from there, but I think I just stay with the red one or something like that on the back end. But again, guys, I think this case is great. I think a lot of you guys will like this case. I think a lot of you guys can use this case. I think it's a great case to travel with, especially the fact that you can detach it from the keyboard. I think that's a good look. Keys responsive. The trackpad is great. The build quality on this thing is great, and it reminds me of that Logitech Folio keyboard, man. So hopefully you guys found this video to be helpful in some way, and if you did find it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your man Jay, and I will catch you guys in the next video. All right, peace.